Every great game comes in a trilogy, and what could be better than launching small flightless birds into the stratosphere at Mach 5 speeds? Literally nothing, and you can't tell me otherwise because there is nothing better than launching birds into the stratosphere. Based on a true story, it's time to start the journey to space with our little feathered friends here. So back along in the ancient days of Flash games, this was probably one of my favorite series of all times, mostly playing it in the computer lab where you didn't want to do any work. Just countless tries to get the furthest possible distance or the highest, height out of the entire just space. Because, 4 million miles, yeah, but that's totally out in space, totally not like halfway across the freaking solar system at that point. But this is what really kept me going in middle school and high school and even elementary school. But they always had like a hard cap on just how far could you possibly take that. Well, not anymore. Well, that's a lie. There is a cap, but it's just a really huge one. Okay, so technically you have a max out of about 100 extra levels on everything. I have no clue just how far it'll send you max, but I guess I have plenty of time. I should be working to find out. So it's time to start slingshotting penguins into space and hoping they come back eventually. So probably one of the things that I hated the most about older games is that there's no way to track achievement progress like we have now on Steam. In my conquest to 100% as many games as I can in my Steam library, this just seems like a no-brainer. And I have like 700 plus games, so this is also an impossible task, but we're not going to look at that. An amazing game from my childhood that has been out for years, so everyone gave solutions, so it's about time for me to steal those strats and claim them as mine. Because, what could possibly go wrong with that? So, deleting all my progress wasn't my plan originally, but I wanted the free currency. So, basically, there's two different currencies you could use, and, what could penguins possibly use? Well, coins! That's the standard currency. The really rich rollers, though, spend their sardines on the real upgrades. This is basically an unpatched method that's been around for a while of just getting infinite sardines, and I didn't know until I'd already drowned many hours into the game. So what better idea than to restart? Well, not my good idea, someone else's. Using all those sardines, though, made it super easy for the most part, but in my playthrough, before I was a little sad about the artificial length of the game without, I didn't think I would be playing the trading card game on Penguin Launching Simulator, but here we are. Luckily, later in the runs, it takes less time, but running 15-minute launches to get 4 million miles was not fun. But hey, we need to unlock, so here we are. So now that we have the mission, it's time to get on and conquer the sky. Super quick tutorial time. Because who doesn't love a random tutorial in the middle of a video that has no real direction? This guy! And you will also learn to love it because this won't be the first time or the last time this happens. I guarantee that because my brain has no direction anymore. Or maybe it will, who knows, because I know I don't. Anyways, on to the tutorial. Fast and easy quick runs. Basically, all it comes down to is using basic level items since you won't get all the cards for a while unless you use Sardine Glitch like crazy, which I don't recommend because it takes forever. So basically, coil plus helicopter. Helicopter plus Ox Rocket is probably the best starting strategy every time without fail. Multiple thousand feet at the start, a cool 300 cash. Hard to beat. After this, it really depends on your bonus levels. If they are low, go with the glider. You should be able to get special code you put in. Just look it up on Steam. I'm not Googling that for you, you heathen. So the glider, special body that you can get, really good early game, good weight, plus speed, plus slots. Sell that crappy propeller at around this point. Grab some rockets. Once you get some of the upgrades on your glider and coil, along with the fin on your Ox Rocket, you're gonna go pretty far. So it's gonna be a solid start towards the large-scale propulsion we want. So after a couple of runs, maxing out all your stuff as you go along, it's time to hit this long game. I tend to go with the roulette because if you want consistency, the explosives are for you. I don't. I like gambling. So you either get them to around level 2 or 3 or swap them out for those dinky rockets. And we need shuttle power. Trying to get all 4 to level 1 if possible. And as you swap your boosters and fins for extra fuel is really going to get you some distance. Make sure you fast forward mode though, because without that, this sucks. And just keep upgrading and running at this point. I don't know what else to really say, except it's going to suck waiting. I've had some go for 30 plus minutes due to the sheer amount of fuel I have, with 60 plus million being my best yet. And that still wasn't even max. I just got bored of waiting. No for me though, because that was too long of a game session for just to mess around in. However, just a little bit from, not past, but this is late llama. Use the Sonic boosters max them out. Don't go with the other ones because you can just absolutely just launch yourself into the stratosphere if you can upgrade them fast enough, and you won't have to wait as long. There's no other information on this. I'm not going to put any more. Like I said, this is like the half-assed tutorial. Sucks to be you. This is Improv Llama. So, back to the rest of the story. 10 out of 10 tutorial llama. They're all going to get through the grind. No issue with that advice. So, anyways, ignoring that dingleweed, we're on the last two stretches of this video. Woo! Because this couldn't possibly go any more wrong. Achievements. You gotta love them. You gotta hate them. Some of them are just unhealthy addictions to getting them. But that us would actually be me. I have a unhealthy addiction sometimes. There's games that have 400 plus achievements I'm trying to get. Anyways, not like the game's super hard, but God, please stop putting physical days into the achievement items. Please, I am begging you. My attention span is that like of a newborn kitten who has severe ADHD, and I can't remember to open the game that even get these. This is really just connected to all the medal achievements, which is 5 in real life days, which isn't even the worst I've ever played. I have some that are 365 days with no stops. I get you want us to play the game more, but it's free to play. I didn't even pay anything to get this game, but you know what I can buy? Sardines! They have purchasable currency, which is funny because you can just glitch your way to ultimate sardines. I would have honestly rather paid $5 for this game. I don't know what caused the developers of such an amazing game to go this route. It's really odd that they did this, but oh well. Too late, they won't ever patch it. And this video won't ever get enough attention for them to patch this game from 2016. I thought this came out in 2020. Okay. Midlife crisis aside, yeah, I don't know why they did this, but it's really not a huge deal. But an actual deal would for them to be porting over all the Learn to Fly games to Steam. I would totally pay $10. Not even lying, not even remotely like flabbergasting on this, to get all 3 of them and get achievements onto Steam. Also, throw in a Learn to Fly 4. I would grab them instantly. I don't know what else they could really add to the game, but I believe in the devs. I mean, they have made like 3 versions of this, but why not like a 3D version like Kerbal Space Program? I don't know why. That would just be really cool in my eyes. But hey, who knows? Nowadays, devs might do it, but sadly, looks like they might just be no more Learn to Fly games. The trilogy is currently at end, so no 4th in sight. So go out and play them again. Enjoy your childhood, pass the time that you did during your, computer lab time, and throw penguins at the moon. Just treat it like school and don't do work. But that's the end of this video. I don't have too much more to say. It's kind of a shorter one. Thank you all so much for watching till this point. I know this had no real direction. Let me know down in the comments what you think I should kind of give a direction to these. I don't know. Or if you just like the goofiness of them. I also have an awesome Discord down below if you want to check that out in the comments. I stream on Twitch. Do that, 3-4 times a week. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!